Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Walk-off home run. We'll be getting underway This is it. They have to score here. Here's a shot to the right side.
The tackle comes. Rams doing a nice job of getting the volleyball to Soames. Petrie Zach will be in the service area, the senior from Illinois. That'll be off Bailey's hands, out of bounds, and the point to the Rams. We're even up at 5 here in set number 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the Southeast Sports Network for volleyball action.
5-all, delivered over the top. Kept alive, floated on. Rams, a rifle shot comes onto the floor. 6-5, they're out in front.
That's 3 straight for the Bluefield Rams. Went to Mason Lloyd, the sophomore from Las Vegas on that left side. Knew what to do with the volleyball. Nice job, Rams rolling offensively right now.
This one off of the front. The Tornadoes get the freebie. Equalized at 6 in our first.
Both teams playing with a lot of energy right now, playing very poised, looking to score early in their offense.
Tornadoes send this over the top. Blockered up front. And this one misdirected. The Tornadoes take the point.
Excellent job by the blockers from the Tornadoes, taking up so much space up front. Not very big stature-wise, but they have some extremely good athletes and very fundamentally sound as well.
This one is lasered down off of the floor.
Mason Lloyd with a kill from the left side. Excellent job getting on top of the volleyball, outside the antenna, got the volleyball in between the 2 antennas, found the hardwood.
Great feed across. This one rolls over the tape and won't go.
Really like what Bluefield's doing right now defensively. A lot of late adjustments in the set, causing some confusion for Talladega.
This one goes long as well. Equalized at 8.
May have saw this on the camera. I'm not sure the angle we had you on the camera, but Mason Lloyd, when he serves the volleyball, a little knuckle action all the way across, hits it hard, a little knuckle action, hard to set up to receive that serve.
Sent across to the back door, and this one is perfectly layered across the boards on the back end. That makes it 9-8.
We've seen a lot of talented freshmen today through this Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament. Williams is another one of those guys for the Bluefield Rams.
Sent over the top and dug out. Rams poke it over. Tornadoes, back corner, a battle up front. And as they get tied up in violation, we'll give the point to the Tornadoes and equalize us at 9.
Tornadoes doing a nice job on their tip coverage on their defense. They're sending 2 to 3 blockers at that net. That means that backside rotation's got to come up, get the tip coverage just beyond that front line. Nice job by the Tornadoes.
Serviced over well by Kamari Riley. And this one just inside of the paint. Perfect delivery. It's 10-9 Rams.
You can tell Soames and Lloyd have worked together for a long time there. That connection is next level. The setter and the hitters have to talk to find that comfort zone.
Dug out. And this one going to Sale, so we're equal again, this time at 10.
Tell you what, when 13 and White swings at the volleyball, he does it with intention. He's hitting that volleyball as hard as he can. We've seen a couple of guys play very physical. Mason Lloyd's another one of those guys, a physical volleyball player. Only a sophomore.
This one off of the front of the net.
Yeah, both teams are now struggling to stack points on top of each other right now. They're still kind of filling each other. Kind of heavyweight fight. They're just kind of exchanging punches. A jab here, a jab there. Who will have the right hook and the left hook later?
Backside, this one off of the blocker. Rams get the point to go.
Yeah, Mason Lloyd shows he's a defensive player as well on that left side. Went one-on-one with the attacker, and the blocker won that battle.
Great shot by Bluefield, who's ahead by 3.
As Dakari Williams go back in the service area, a little shoe game check here for Dakari Williams. A little gold kick check for the Bluefield Rams, leading this one 13-10.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, it's 13-10. The Bluefield Rams ahead by 3. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, Southeast Sports Network, and we've got our simulcast tonight to NSBN as well as the AAC Digital Network. So far, a really good one between these two.
Mason Lloyd with 5 early points to pace the Bluefield Rams. They've scored 4 straight, leading this one 13-10.
Dakari. This is an error, 13-11.
So Homan's going to check out for Talladega. Now allow Elijah Foster, the sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida, to check in. He'll be the setter in this rotation.
This one is going to go for the Rams as well.
Mason Lloyd is an elite attacker, and he and Benedict Soames are singing from the same sheet of music right now.
I like that. Singing from the same sheet of music. That's a new one. Did you just make that up? A banger to the back line as this one just paints the inside of the floor.
Talladega is doing a nice job defensively right now to kind of withstand some of these runs from Bluefield. I like to see them get going a little bit more up-tempo offensively, playing passive, get into their offense a little bit quicker, get quicker sets, get more swings in.
Williams Bailey serves it over. Up front, Rams, nice touch. Talladega, Tornadoes over the top. Rams blister this one. Just a gentle touch gets the points for Talladega. We're within 1, 14-13.
Talladega in the rotations defensively is causing Elijah Foster, the setter, to get the first ball over, which prevents them giving their offense. They need the libero to get a little bit more active on the defensive end.
An error. Ahead by 2 again, the Rams of Bluefield.
Must say, I like the libero Talladega's jersey, the color.
I do too. You think you can buy those?
It's a nice looking jersey.
Might need one of those. This one is blockered up top. The point to the Tornadoes. Andrea's got that. He's going to serve as well. Andrea's got that cream light blue with a red accent.
The sophomore from the Cayman Islands.
Trying to catch one of those. Let me know. Rams through the blocker, and this goes. It's 16-14.
So far, I've been paying attention to what the defensive game plan is for both ball clubs. Talladega going one-on-one blocker versus hitter. So far, the Rams are winning that battle.
Launched across, and this one just beyond the line. 16-15.
The sophomore from Las Vegas, Mason Lloyd, he has one gear when he hit into the volleyball, and that's hard. The last two services have been long. But that young man gets things going. Watch out.
Great shot with the ball. What a delivery by Williams.
That is a picture-perfect set and spike from Soames to Williams. Absolutely, that's like they're sitting in Bluefield, Virginia practice.
Left off out front. A little tip to the back line. There's that same shot. This time it's going to sail just perfectly off of the floor and give them the point.
Ran a couple of blockers at him coming from the inside. I think Williams wanted to go to this inside. He'd go to the outside, a little too wide, point to the Tornadoes.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, glad you're with us. Southeast Sports Network, our simulcast tonight to National Sports Broadcast Network, select terrestrial partners, regional cable, and of course the AAC Digital Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Gary Justice is here with me. Gary, we're so proud to continue to provide streams of the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournaments for free. So many conferences charge at tournament time. This one is pushed through for the Rams. And our partnership, we are proud to build that partnership, be able to provide these for free, and bring a quality that's quite literally unmatched, especially for what you might consider a niche sport. How many multi-cam streams do you see at this level?
This is awesome. A great partnership with Visit Kingsport, the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Happy to be a part of this conference tournament once again this year.
Really grateful for the opportunity from both Visit Kingsport and the AAC. What a shot down in front by the Tornadoes. It brings them within 3, 19-16.
The sophomore from Florida, Alexander, with a kill. Tornadoes needed that when the Rams have been on a run to extend that lead out to 4.
Well placed, battle up front. Good touch of the ball. Backdoor Rams. Dakari is rejected. The point to Bluefield.
I'll tell you what, Dakari Williams on the left, Mason Lloyd on the right. There's quite a combination for the Bluefield Rams. So Kyle in there as well.
Up front, Banger is sent back. They'll try again. Talladega over the top, and this one a point for the Tornadoes. We're within 3.
A nice response there, hitting over the blocker off of his hands out of bounds. When you're a blocker, you have to be fundamentally sound. Go both hands, tilt the arms inbounds. Keep your chest squared up with the attacker.
Sent long, it sails, so Bluefield ahead by 4 and just 4 away from wrapping up set 1. Bakari will send this away. I'm not sure what the delay was in this match. We never even got a chance to figure out why our start time was delayed from the original start time.
The match 3 went long, and then each team, they were required to give them 1 hour to warm up, regardless of what time it is. As for the commissioner from the AAC said, we'll never start early, but we will start late if we need to.
Shout out to Gary Justice. Yeah. This one rolls through for another point for the Bluefield Rams. They're ahead by 4. They need 3 to wrap up set 1. Gary, you officiated for over a couple of decades volleyball, and your experience is so valuable in the broadcast booth from that perspective. How important is that hour to warm up?
It's all about routine and rhythm. You have a certain rhythm we get into. You have certain muscles we get loose. You have a certain connection we'll get to with your setter. So it's extremely important.
Caesar gets that over the top and brings us within 3.
I almost imagine starting your car up on a cold morning and just hopping in and driving off. That car runs much better if you get a few minutes to warm up before you drive down the road.
Williams-Bailey. Up front, a blast, kept alive by the Tornadoes. Backdoor off of the blocker, the point for the Tornadoes. Great delivery. Kamani Riley puts one on, and a break taken on the floor by Bluefield. It's 22-20 in set 1.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, 22-20. Our first set about to wrap. One of these two is going to put one in the pocket. Talladega Tornadoes are serving.
Yeah, the Tornadoes, they start being played much better, playing a quicker pace offense, much better playing up-tempo versus slowing things down.
Williams-Bailey put it over. Rams have it rejected, and off of the blocker, this is a Bluefield point.
Great communication by the Rams. They knew the volleyball was going to be out of bounds. Teammates yelling at Kyle, let it go, let it go. Ball's out of bounds, point to the Rams.
This one rolls over the top. Another point for the Rams, who are ahead 24-20. Set point.
Such a tough play to make there. That ball hits the top of the tape and just falls over between the front line and the back line.
Kyle fires it over, popped up by Williams-Bailey from the back line. Kept it moving. Andrea, it's floated over. Rams, this one is going to paint the edge of the floor, and they will take set 1, 25-20.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
In Kingsport, Tennessee, set one is in the books. That one goes to the Rams. They looked really good.
Yeah, Benedict Soames, the setter, had 16 assists in that first set, playing with great anticipation out for the Rams. Offensively, you get that volleyball to your setter, good things will happen. I thought Bluefield in that latter half of that first set really got their offense clicking. Soames, Mason Lloyd, Kyle, Dakari Williams, playing with a lot of confidence right now.
This one very well delivered through traffic and getting it to go to equalize us at one, the Tornadoes.
Yeah, the Tornadoes in that set one as well. That very slow start offensively, a very slow pace offensively to begin the first set. However, about the midway through the first set, started speeding things up, becoming more efficient offensively. Let's see if they keep that same pace here in set two.
Alexander, this one off of the floor, so the Rams pick up the free point.
A very aggressive serve. That's a scoring serve where you're attacking the corners and the sideline. Slightly out of bounds. It's a point over to the Rams of Bluefield.
Kyle floats it over, and the Tornadoes can't take it out. So Bluefield is moving quickly.
That's the first time I've seen Kyle not have a physical serve. He showed a little finesse, throwing the changeup instead of the fastball.
There's the fastball for you, and it works to perfection. The Tornadoes, it pinballs back.
You anticipate the floater may be coming. You're waiting on this slow pitch coming. He throws the fastball. He'll throw it right by you. So back-to-back aces for Kyle, and he'll remain in the service area. And Bluefield's continuous momentum gave they had at the end of the set one carried over to set number two.
Kyle dug out initially. Tornadoes keep it alive, trailing by 3 points in the second set. Bluefield Rams up front. This one blistered through to the boards. Great play by Mason Lloyd.
Yeah, Soames and Lloyd, they are of course, it would make sense. Both of those guys are sophomores that came in together. They had so many connections throughout the 2 years in Bluefield. They're clicking right now.
This one goes long, so the Tornadoes will see their drought end.
So Foster will check in for Holman, and then 23 in blue will be the setter in this rotation.
Foreman. Little knuckleball. Big battle up front, dug out by the Tornadoes. Rams push it over. Andrea. This one nearly battled to the floor. Bluefield tries the long shot, too much on it as the Tornadoes get another freebie.
I want to highlight number 12 in white. That's General Smith, one having the best name in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. That young man is extremely active at the net. He tries to block every ball that comes across the net.
Floated over out front. General Smith right on cue.
He's like, hey, I want to be featured on the Southeast Sports Network. I hear my name being called up top.
Hitting at 750. Already a trio of kills in this.
Active player. If you're moving your feet, moving your hands, you could be effective in volleyball.
Mason Lloyd dropped that, and here's the response. Tornadoes get one back, and they bring us just a bit closer. We're within 2, 6-4 in the second set.
Yeah, Bluefield become a little predictable on their defense. They start running 2.5 blockers at every hitter. They let both those blockers clear. They use the tip for the score. Nice job by the Tornadoes.
Talladega. Over the top, General Smith out front, and off of the floater, this will be a point for the Tornadoes. Hugo Marcus will continue to serve.
What happens is when you're unable to control that first ball over, your entire offense is kind of out of kilter there. General Smith is typically not making plays like that. Gets called for the ball handling violation.
Hugo pushes it over. Battle up front. Smith kept it alive. Little floater. Kyle perfectly pushed. The libero to the back door. Dakari tried that floater. Here's the response. A howitzer won't drop. Another one blasted through to the boardwalk. 7-5, Bluefield Rams.
This connection that Soames has with his hitters, with Kyle, Dakari Williams, and Mason Lloyd is absolutely amazing. Again, there has to be something where Soames, so much practice, so much communication, wanting to know where the hitters want the volleyball at and win, but also be willing to take that feedback to improve their game.
Caesar. Collected by Hugo. Across and fired. Blake nearly pushed it home. Sent back by Mason Lloyd. A banger off of the blocker, and this one goes. We're within 1, 7-6. This after an ice-cold start by the Talladega Tornadoes. They drop set 1. They have a rough start in this second set. Now we're within 1.
This rotation, now they're really going to Blake, the freshman from Jamaica, for Talladega. Let's see if they continue to feed the freshman on the left side.
Andrea delivered. Lloyd, floater, and the violation awards a freebie to the Tornadoes. We're equalized at 7.
Nice job of Talladega running a different look defensively. They're confusing Bluefield, forcing them into the violation.
Andrea. Backside, a banger off of the blocker, and another for the Tornadoes. They lead for the first time in this second set, 8-7.
Elijah Foster, the sophomore, will be credited with a block. The Tornadoes with a 1-point lead here in set number 2. So they playing a little bit more pizzazz right now, Gabe, here in set 2.
Pizzazz, I like it. Andrea with a 1-point lead in this second set. Rams tried to push it over the top. It's sent back from Riley. This one off of the floor, so Bluefield equalizes us again, this time at 8.
Soames was already setting that volleyball before Riley even jumped. The timing was perfect. 3 in white, one of the best setters around.
Teed up backdoor, a banger is rejected, and the point to the Tornadoes. They stay in front, 9-8.
Alexander, nice job of attacking the volleyball. If you're going to swing hard. He definitely did that off the blocker's hands, out of bounds. Give the Tornadoes back to 1-point lead. Had a volleyball coach tell me once before a game, if you're going to attack it. Hit it hard as you can. That's what Bluefield Rams do.
Great shot. Bluefield painting that. 9-all.
Yeah, the junior from the U.S. Virgin Islands, Riley with the kill. Both teams clicking offensively right now.
The Rams man an error. Williams can't get it over, so it's 10-9 Tornadoes.
Yeah, Williams tried it a couple different times, trying to go to that back right corner. He's trying to get over as close to the tape as possible, trying to get it on that floor. Just a little too low that time.
And the quick shot by Talladega, 11-9.
Lovelake Blake, he is a talented freshman, another one of those freshmen in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. He's going to be fun to watch the next 3 years.
Lovelet. Right over the top of the tape, it rustled it. Backside, this one is going to find its way just inside of the line for Kyle. His third kill.
He's tired of us talking about the freshman. He's the senior from Mount Greenwood, and he's had a heck of a match so far. Nice job from that right side. Swinging with the right hand.
Colby. This one is errant, and it's a dozen points now for the Tornadoes.
Both teams struggling right now, stacking points on top of each other. They're doing a nice job defensively to stop scoring runs. Tornadoes got a 2-point advantage as we speak.
Juan Camilo. Kyle, this one rattles all around, and the Tornadoes take another one, 13-10.
Their largest lead of this match. Let's see if they can continue stacking the points. Kyle is talking to the up official about it. It goes off the tape. He thought it was touched by a Tornado player. The up official says it wasn't.
Juan serves again. Great delivery out front, the violation, and so Talladega 4-point advantage in this second set as we'll get a timeout. It's 14-10. Tornadoes are in the lead against the Bluefield Rams. In Kingsport, Tennessee, 14-10, Talladega College. The Tornadoes out in front against the Bluefield Rams. Gabriel Fry, Gary Justice, Southeast Sports Network in our simulcast. Glad you're with us. It's the 2025 Men's AAC Volleyball Tournament.
Yeah, both coaches in their programs, both coaches in their second season in the Tornadoes and the Rams.
Backside, dug out, Juan. They'll try it again, and he misfires, so the Tornadoes are ahead by 5 in our second set. And you mentioned that Coach is coaching both the men's and the women's program.
Coach Spurgeon for Talladega, has both responsibilities, and that's doing a heck of a job for the Talladega program.
You're talking about how unusual that is, and I agree, that is very unusual. General Smith drives it through for the Bluefield Ram point. We've only seen one other coach do that.
Yes, the Reinhardt coach, Tessa Corellis. He's the men's and women's head coach as well. You don't see too many women leading the men's program, but both of these are two talented coaches. They do an extremely good job.
Tessa is downright fierce.
Oh, my goodness.
Substitution.
And one last thing I'll say, both those coaches know how to build the program. They know the players they want on the men's and the women's side, and they recruit players to fit their system.
Delivered over the top. Andrea digs it out. Up front, a dunk by General Smith. One-handed jam over the twine.
If you're watching home, I would encourage you to watch 12 in White. He does such a good job in that middle. Very active with his feet, very active with his hands. Not the tallest man in the world, but I'll tell you what, he gives you the biggest effort.
Just over the top, and the Rams are on a run. 15-13.
It's amazing what it can do for your confidence when you start stacking a few points on top of each other. It's 3 straight here for Bluefield. Look how much energy they have offensively.
Dug out initially, Talladega. Kyle puts it up front. General Smith leaves it off, and this one going to paint the back line for Mason Lloyd. 9 kills.
He's a point getter. Come up for the left side, the right side. That time, swing with the right arm for the left side, scores the point.
Andrea sends it up front. Just floated over. Smith. Wow, what a delivery right in the back corner. Unreal. And a break taken on the floor for these two programs. Equalized at 15 apiece between the Rams and the Tornadoes. Welcome back in Kingsport, Tennessee, inside of Tribe Athletic Center. Deadlocked in our second set, 15-all.
And we talked about Bluefield. They've responded with 5 straight. Benedict Soames already has 25 assists halfway through the second set.
Just over the top. Tornadoes in trouble. Dug out and off of the floor. 16-15 Rams.
We talked about in the pregame show, can Talladega prevent the scoring run from the Bluefield Rams? They scored 6 straight to reclaim the lead, 16-15. McKinley McDonald will check in, the freshman from Truceville, Alabama. Replacing Blake.
Dug out. Great shot, kept alive. This one is pushed through easily for the Bluefield Rams, now ahead by 2.
And the Bluefield Rams bench really liked the dunk from Benedict Soames. He's used to setting everybody else up. He got his own kill here in the second set.
Love to see it. Benedict is racking up the stats. A laser comes off the twine, so a freebie for the Tornadoes as we're within 1, 17-16.
I'd like to see how Talladega is going to respond here as Elijah Foster's will return. Blake will return as well. Holman would check out. Also, McDonald would check out. I think Talladega needs to play a lot faster right now. They're allowing Bluefield to get set defensively. See if they can score a point before they get set.
Malik Foreman put it over. There's a shot that rolls along the front of the twine, and we're equalized at 17.
Also, I want to see who's going to be the offensive spark plug for Talladega. They haven't demonstrated that one. They went to Blake quite a few times. Let's see if he's going to be the offensive spark plug.
Pushed over, Tornadoes. Trying this. Wallace went across. Miscommunication, and 18 on the board.
Talladega responds to regain the lead. It was a Hugo, the sophomore from Brazil, for that point.
Backside. Dug out, and this one a violation. The Rams get a point back. Again, we're equal.
Still feel both these teams filling each other out so far. Still throwing the jabs.
Mason Lloyd dug out by Andrea. Little floater. Lloyd tees it up, backside, General. Hugo couldn't push it through. Bluefield gets the point.
The General with another block, getting active hands for 12 and wide. Does such a good job with his lateral quickness going left to right. He plays with great anticipation.
Lloyd with a 1-point lead in his pocket. Too much sauce. Tornadoes get the freebie and equalize us.
I think one thing, Mason Lloyd and Kyle, they both do the same thing when they serve the volleyball. They hit as hard as they can. Sometimes you hear players say, hey, catch it or eat it, one of the two.
19-19 in our second set. As this one rolls across the floor, it's 2019 Tornadoes.
I have a sense that Tornadoes they're going to explode offensively. They're getting a little bit more rhythm, more smiles on the face from the players on the floor.
This one just on the edge of the floor to equalize us again. Caesar got us started. Dug out by Kyle. Off the block, Andrea keeps it alive. Tornadoes, this one just a floater. Kyle again, backside, pushed over on the edge of the line, and it's going to go too far, so the Tornadoes get the point.
Here, let's see if the Tornadoes can start cleaning a few things up. Both teams really need to clean it up. So far as looking at the service errors, 11 for the Rams so far, 7 for the Tornadoes. Big key for the Tornadoes to get this serve in, continue their offense production, stack point on top of point. Leading this by 1. Let's see if they can expand that lead here late here in the second set.
Got a couple of changes on the floor.
The officials do such a good job communicating with the coaches all day long. Great crew.
Talladega. Andrea puts it over. A banger off of the blocker, kept alive, pushed over, still with the Tornadoes, and a blistering feed to the back line makes it a 2-point advantage in our second set for Talladega.
So they are able to stack that point to extend that lead to 2.
22-20, the Tornadoes in front in Kingsport. Kingsport, 22-20. Off the block, pushes it over, and this one is going to finagle its way around.
So they're going to call illegal back row attack. Riley is a back row attacker. Kyle, the captain, was talking to the up official. He was talk to Coach John.
Sent over. Backside, Lloyd off of the block. The Tornadoes. So the point initially awarded to Bluefield's Rams, and they're going to keep it. I think we're befuddled. 23-21. Up front, Tornadoes try to drop it in. Lloyd teed it up. Kyle over the top. Rams back inside from the center of the floor. Couldn't push it through. And this one lost. The Tornadoes. Just 1 point separating them from the Rams of Bluefield.
The connection between the setter and the hitter was off there. Caused the volleyball to fall to the floor without even being hit.
Benedict seeking an equalizer. At the block, Rams keep it alive. Benedict again. Over the top, too much sauce. The Tornadoes are facing set point.
Tornadoes doing a nice job of trying to keep the volleyball away from Benedict Soames as much as possible, getting Bluefield to scramble offensively, getting out of the rhythm. And the way the Tornadoes are doing that is they're going to attacking to the left and right, moving the Bluefield Rams around, breaking the shell of the defense.
Holloman. Lloyd up front to Kyle. He tries to the back line, and set point belongs to the Tornadoes of Talladega. We're split one set apiece in Kingsport, Tennessee between the Tornadoes and the Rams.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, But a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. We're going to set number 3 between the Bluefield Rams and the Talladega Tornadoes. We're tied at 1. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schraub bringing the action. Colby Mutter being in the service area, the graduate student from Chesapeake, Virginia. Everything started for the Rams. The set will come to the middle. The attack is long, and the Rams leading this one quickly, 1-0. Benedict Soames with 27 assists through the first 2 sets. The attack will come from the middle. Alexander will be credited with the kill. We're tied at 1 here early in the 3rd set. The sophomore from Florida, nice set from Holman. Excellent timing from the setter and the hitter. Blake, the freshman from St. Catherine, Jamaica, being in the service area. It's up and over. Soames, attack, nice job, scramble drill from the Tornadoes. And the bump is long, it'll be out of bounds, point to Tornadoes at 2 in a row for the team from Alabama. Shonda Spurgeon, her 2nd season with Talladega. She played volleyball and track and field at Stillman College. Was inducted into her Hall of Fame in 2024. A great athlete in her own right. Now leading the men's and women's volleyball program at Talladega. Previous stop was at Dillard, Louisiana in 2021. She was the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference Coach of the Year, and also in 2023. Soames, Williams, blocked the net, Mutter back over to Soames. Lloyd with a tip, nice job by Tornadoes. Blocked at the net. Holman's going to set. Tackle coming left side, blocked to the net, be out of bounds, and Talladega will be credited with the point. Nice job of Blake getting in on the action on the attack. Now he'll go into the service area. Blake serves up, and it's over. Mutter unable to control the first ball over. The Tornadoes leading this one 4-1. Talladega doing a nice job playing much quicker here in set number 3. Malik Foreman leading the Tornadoes with 6 points, thanks to 6 kills. Foster with 10 assists. Holman's got 9. That will be long. We're making it a 4-2 contest. The sophomore, Benedict Soames will serve for the Rams, up and over. Holman's going to set, go to the left side. The attack is off the tape. It'll fall on Talladega's side. The Rams have scored 2 in a row to close the gap to 4-3. Looking for the freshman Williams Bailey from Barbados on that one. Holman, Alexander from the middle, off of Mutter's hands, out of bounds. That'll be the 5th point here in set number 3 for the Tornadoes. Substitution as number 24, Juan will check back in for the Tornadoes. Alexander will check out. Then Juan The freshman from Columbia will be in the service area. Williams, Soames, Kyle from the left side. Attack will come up, and the ball will find the hardwood. Credit Malik Foreman, the sophomore from West Point, Utah, with another kill. He is 7th of the match. Tornadoes leading this one 6-3. Juan serves up and over Mutter. Lloyd. Kyle's will attack. Ball finds the hardwood and makes it 6-4. Rams get a little bit more rhythm offensively. Alexander will check back in. Juan will check out. We appreciate you guys tuning into the Southeast Sports Network for AAC volleyball action, men's style. Williams will serve. Dakari tosses the ball up and over. Holman's going to set. Foreman blocked to the net by Mason Lloyd, the sophomore. Went one-on-one with Foreman on that right side, and he won that battle to give the Rams their 5th point here in the 3rd set. 13 in white, folks, is an impressive player. Sophomore, Las Vegas, Nevada. Williams serves up and over. It's long. The freshman from Los Angeles, California. Gives the Tornadoes their 7th point here in 3rd set. Allow Foreman to be back in the service area once again as Elijah Foster will check in. Holman will check out. So Foster will be the setter in this rotation. Soames is set to Riley. Foreman from the right side. Mutter over to Soames. Off of Riley's hand, they're going to say a net violation is called on the Tornadoes. Point goes over to the Rams. That's going to allow General Smith to return to the lineup. And Caesar will return as well, another sophomore from Las Vegas. Riley will check out. Press the front line right now in this rotation for the Rams. Caesar serves up and over. Foster the set. The attack. Nice job defensively from General Smith in the middle. Another block. He'll bump it up. Soames, Lloyd, the tip, blocked at the net. Scrambled drill by both teams. Blake from the back row. He'll be credited with another kill. Give the Tornadoes another point. Give Blake's 4th kill of the evening and be his 6th point. Got 3 digs, got a couple assists. He does a little bit of everything, the freshman. Williams Bailey, the freshman, will serve. Young roster for Talladega. Kyle from the right side. He'll find the back right corner. Makes it an 8-7 ball game. Kyle, known for the power, showed the finesse there and found the open spot in the back right corner. Threw the changeup, hit the corner. Got the strikeout. Kyle serves up and over. Bump, Foster. Blake off of the defender's hands out of bounds, give him another point. Tornadoes leading this one 9-7. Ever since Talladega has really picked up the pace offensively, the execution level has increased dramatically. Gray serves up and it's over. Mutter, Soames. Lloyd off of Alexander's hands out of bounds. It'll be a point over to the Bluefield Rams. Make it 9-8. The winner of this match will advance to the semifinals, the Appalachian Athletic Conference, taking place tomorrow. Foster, Blake from the left side. That'll be out of bounds. Another point to Bluefield. We're tied at 9. I'd like to see maybe get Blake having to set and maybe another step or two inside the court of play before he tries that shot. Foster, Foreman. Nice job by Lloyd to Soames. Williams. He's blocked. Ball finds a hardwood. Point for Talladega. We're getting lead 10-9. Holman checks in. Foster checks out. And Talladega will run a two-setter system. So the setter's always in the back row, so they always have 3 hitters. Then Benedict Soames, the setter for Bluefield, plays all 6 spots on the floor. But he's also very crafty in that front row as well. The serve is too long. Again, both teams have struggled with service errors on the night. That's going to be number 9 charge to the Tornadoes. That's 9 free points they've given the Rams. The Rams have given 12 back to Talladega on service errors. We're tied at 10 here in the third set. Holman, Blake from the right side, Mutter, Soames, quick hit from Riley. Williams with a 2-hand dump. Blake from the right side, off the net. No, they're going to say that is off of Williams' hands, out of bounds. Point over to Talladega. Blake is such a quick leaper. His second jump is almost as quick as his first. That is a talent not too many people have. Kyle over to Soames. Lloyd. The attack is wide. Next 10 to lead to 2 for Talladega. Talladega is doing a better job of controlling the first ball over, getting the ball in the hands of Holman and Foster. Whoever the setter is on the floor right now, it's Holman. Soames will have the volleyball. Williams, he's blocked at the net. They're going to say a point to Bluefield. As Foreman said something to the down official, and he and the down official both are chuckling right now. I'd like to hear what that conversation's about. Alexander's off the tape. Ball finds a hardwood, another point to Bluefield. You can probably hear the table as we went to the crowd mic there. Said he didn't even argue. He just looked at you. He's laughing. We're tied at 12. Soames serves up and over. Tackle come from the left side. Mutter, Williams, Blake. The tackle come left side, blocked by Kyle. Nice job by Foreman. Ball still rattling around, point over to Bluefield. Notice something from both ball clubs right now that both are wanting to start to officiate a little bit. Just got to play until the whistle. Pursue the volleyball as much as you can. Rams lead this one 13-12. Holman, Blake from the back row. The attack goes into the net, makes it 14-12. And Talladega will call a timeout. So with the Rams leading the Tornadoes 14-12, you're watching Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. Look inside the Tribe Athletic Complex. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schra, Southeast Sports Network, bringing today's action. Malik Foreman leading the way with 7 kills. Blake has 8 points. 32 assists for Benedict Soames. Mason Lloyd leading the way with 12.5 points. 12 points for Kyle. Talented players on the floor. Rams leading this one 14-12 in set number 3. the floater. Holman, the set from the left side. Williams, he's blocking it. Kyle Soames back to Kyle from the right side. Nice job. Play at the net. Free ball over to the Rams. Williams off of blocker's hands. Williams will find the hardwood. Williams Bailey, the freshman from Barbados, will be credited with the kill. Now close it to a 14-13 advantage. Juan will check in. Alexander will check out. And Juan, the freshman from Columbia, will be in the service area. Appreciate you guys spending your Thursday evening with us on the Southeast Sports Network. Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball. Soames. Kyle blocked at the net. Ball is back on the Rams side of the net as the ball finds the hardwood. Point over the Talladega. We're tied to 14. Nice response from Talladega. Trailing 14-12 before the timeout. Come back, responded with 2 straight points. New ball game tied to 14. Long put down a couple of dribbles, and now he's ready to go. The serve is long. That'll be a point over to Bluefield. Talladega thought the ball was in. As the line judge mistakenly said in, he meant out. Makes it 15-14. Another service error will be charged to the Tornadoes. Jakari Williams, the freshman, will serve all the way from Los Angeles, California. Foreman from the right side, he's blocked. The attack from the left side, Mutter gets his hands on it. Kyle to end push. Holman with the set. Blake from the back row. Lloyd from the left side. Scramble drill, free ball coming to the Rams. Lloyd with a 2-hand dump. As the Tornadoes were scrambling defensively, the back right corner was wide open, and Mason Lloyd, the sophomore, knew exactly what to do with the volleyball. Attacks that back right corner. Give him his 12th kill, give him 13.5 points. Rams leading this one 16-14. Blake over to Holman. The attacker coming left side. Ball will find the hardwood. Credit Williams Bailey with another kill. Elijah Foster will check in. Holman will check out. Malik Foreman be in the service area. Go to Mason Lloyd. Nice job, Williams Bailey. And credit Riley with the kill. Make it a 16-15 ball game. Check out 17-15. General Smith will return. Caesar will return as well. Caesar Batunga, the sophomore from Las Vegas. Couple of dribbles, ready to go. Blake Foster, miscommunication. Ball falls on the hardwood as you had 2 defenders go for it, and both of them looked at each other. Makes it a 3-point advantage for the Rams, 18-15. They scored 4 of the last 5. They being the Rams. The bump's too close to the net. There'd be a net violation called on the Rams. Give the Tornadoes a point, 18-16. But the first ball over, both teams starting to struggle controlling that first ball over. That's how you run your offense. You get the bump in first, get it to the setter. So your attacker is going to attack you from the left side, right side, or the middle. But you have to control the first ball over. Williams Bailey be in the service area, the freshman from Barbados. Had a heck of a night. Lloyd, Soames, Kyle from the right side. Nice job for Williams Bailey. The general, he's blocked up. Blake from the right side, left side, excuse me. He bounces off the stanchion. And credit Tyshawn Wallace, the sophomore from Sanford, Florida, with a kill. Makes it 18-17. Tyshawn did a nice job of getting a quick leaper. With the timeout, let's just keep it right here. I'll go over some stats for you guys. Here in the third set, Talladega hitting at a 133 clip. The Rams hitting at an 097 clip. Individually, Williams-Bailey up to 7 kills. He and Malik Foreman both have 7 kills. 12 assists apiece for Holman and Foster. Nice job by the setters through the rotation. Blake leads away with 8 points. Individually for the Tornadoes, Lloyd with 13.5. Kyle also has 12. Benedict Soames up to 32 assists. Nice job defensively as well. Lloyd with 2 blocks, a block for Riley. Benedict Soames also has a block. Stuffing the stat sheet, the sophomore from Las Vegas. Played at Liberty High School, quality program. Williams-Bailey being out in the service area once again, telling this one 18-17. Soames, Lloyd, off Williams-Bailey's hands out of bounds. It'll be a point to Bluefield, makes it 19-17. Let's see what type of adjustments are made out of the timeout. Both teams controlling the first ball over, trying to get the ball in the hands of the setter so they can run their offense. Kyle serves up and over, controlled. Blake from the left side, ball finds the hardwood, credit him with another kill. Makes it 19-18. Nice job of controlling the hard attack from Kyle. Got the volleyball to their setter, Foster, who found the freshman Blake. Good looking offense. Andre will be in the service area, the sophomore from Georgetown, Cayman Islands. Beautiful area. Lloyd, attack, double block. That'll be an illegal back row attack called on Bluefield. Give a point over to Talladega Tornadoes. So if you're a back row player, meaning you got that 10-foot line, you're unable to attack the volleyball above the height of the net in front of that line. That's what the violation was called. Soames, Williams. Foster with a set, Foreman from the right side. Kyle over to Soames. A set general in the middle, however, it was a touch at the net. Easy kill for the Tornadoes. They regain the lead at 20-19. Dakari Williams will do a little work on the floor as a little wetness in the middle.
Great job cleaning up the floor.
Doing it all.
Somebody's got to do it.
Reyes serves up and over. Kyle, control to Soames. Lloyd, he's blocked to the net. Foreman will attack off the tape. Makes it 20-20. Lloyd will be in the service area once again. Serves up and over, controlled by the Tornadoes. Alexander's attacks off the tape, falls back on their side of the floor, gives the Rams a 21-20 lead. 14.5 points, 5 digs, 2 blocks for the sophomore. He'll serve. Williams-Bailey to Foster. Blake, he's blocked the net by Smith and Soames. That's out of bounds. We're tied at 21. Holman will check in. Foster will check out. Again, rotation of the setters. Back and forth volleyball action here in the third set. Holman's a sophomore from Spanish Fort, Utah. Got a couple of players from Utah on their roster. Williams to Soames. The attack, ball pursuit, unable to control. Be a point to Bluefield, makes it 22-21. Viewers at home, if you're watching again, watch that first ball over. You can, both these ball clubs, if they control the first ball over, then they can run their offense. Soames will check out. Nate Gooden will check in, the sophomore from Royal Palm Beach, Florida. Soames will check out for the first time tonight. Maybe he had a little fatigue action. Holman, Foreman to Lloyd. Williams going to attack. Somebody touched the net. Who touched the net? There'll be a point rewarded to Talladega as Bluefield's the one who touched the net. Nate Gooden will check out. Soames checks back in, so it's a quick breather. Place to come in, take a couple of deep breaths, hop right back in. Soames up 34 assists. The offense runs through 3 and white. White at 22. Williams, ball finds a hardwood. Excellent assist. That makes that number 35 on the night. Williams, that would be his 8th kill, his 8th point. And his ball club's leading this one 23-22. Talladega will call a timeout. Rams leading the Tornadoes 23-22. You're watching the Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport. You're looking inside the Tribe Athletic Complex. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schra, Southeast Sports Network, Appalachian Athletic Conference, men's volleyball action. We're in set number 3. Rams over Tornadoes, 23-22. Benedict Soames will serve up and over. Blake over to Holman. Blocked at the net. That's a combo block between Riley and Kyle. And now this makes this set point for the Bluefield Rams. Looking to go up 2-1. Finds Holman, Foreman, Soames, Williams, blocked at the net. Soames will go to Williams once again, the tip. Andrea, Foreman. Ball is long, 25-22. The Rams take set 3 and take a 2-1 lead in this one. Both these teams will switch benches, so we'll come back with set number 4. Rams over Tornadoes, 25-22. Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball on Southeast Sports Network.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Welcome back to King Sports Tennessee. You're looking live inside the Tribe Athletic Complex. Southeast Sports Network, Gary Justice, Gabriel Stry. Men's Volleyball, Appalachian Athletic Conference. Appreciate you guys spending your Thursday evening with us. Rams leading the Tornadoes 2-1. Rams took set 1 25-20. Tornadoes won set 2 25-22. The Rams returned that favor in set 3 25-22 as well. Blake will be in the service area. Starting things off for the Tornadoes. He's leading the way with 10.5 points on the evening. Kyle over to Soames. Lloyd from the left side. Blocked the net. Ball finds a hardwood. The Rams quickly up 1-0. General Smith will check in. Riley will check out and allow Colby Mutter, the libero, a graduate student from Chesapeake, Virginia, to be in the service area. Double dribbles, he'll spin the volleyball. Blake over to Holman. Foreman, Mutter's off Mutter's hands. You got Lloyd, free ball upcoming. Holman will control, Foreman, the tip, ball in the hardwood. We're tied at 1. Excellent job, both teams rotating defensively. Tyshawn Wallace will check in. Andre will check out. Juan will check back in as well as Alexander will check out. Alexander Zobik, the sophomore, Oviedo, Florida native. Serves up and over. Soames will control. Lloyd from the left side. Ball finds a hardwood. Mason Lloyd. Score another point. Give him 16.5 on the night. Thanks to 15 kills. Kyle Petrizak will serve. Senior from Mount Greenwood at Marist High School. Williams Bailey off of Kyle's hands, out of bounds. Point goes over to the Tornadoes. Talladega College, founded in 1867, is the first private institution dedicated to educating black students. Located in Talladega, Alabama. President Dr. Billy Hawkins, he's been leading the institution since 2008. The serve. Hits the tape, falls on the side of the floor, and the discern is Colby Mutter, who tried for the pancake. Extended the arm. He's in some pain. So while they check on Colby Mutter, we'll send it back to the station. You're watching Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball on the Southeast Sports Network.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network. where sports come to life.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, as Kobe Mutter able to get up on his own power, maybe just extended the shoulder ever so slightly, trying to get the pancake. Tornadoes leading this one 3-2. Malik Foreman will serve. Lloyd over the Soames. Lloyd from the left side. Ran down by Blake. Andre with a free ball. Back to Lloyd. Ball finds a Hardwood, a sophomore. Give him 17.5 points. 16 kills. Hitting that at an extremely high rate this evening. That rate to 184. 15 kills. Check out 16 kills on 40 attempts. That hitting percentage is 200. Serves up and over. Foster with the tip. Ball finds a Hardwood. Tornadoes go back on top on this one, 4-3. Back and forth volleyball action here in set number 4. Allowed Williams-Bailey to serve. Kyle will control. Soames will set. Williams will attack from the left side. Ball finds the Hardwood. Rams go back up 5-4. Back and forth volleyball action. Check that. It's 4-4. Cesar Tango will serve. Blake's blocked at the net. Nice job defensively by the Rams. Foreman blocked. Ball finds the Hardwood. Credit the Tornadoes on the point. Nice effort by Riley. Unable to control the volleyball though. General Smith will check in. Check out with Kobe Mutter. Good to see him healthy enough to return. The graduate student from Chesapeake, Virginia. Potentially his last collegiate volleyball match. Williams with a tip. Blake. Net violation called on the Rams. Point to the Tornadoes. Gives them a 6-4 lead. Dre will serve. Winning this one 6-4. Soames will set. Riley from the middle. He's blocked by Alexander. Zobik, nice job from the sophomore. Oviedo, Florida. Tornadoes leading this one 7-4. The largest lead here in set 4. Benedict Soames giving the play call to his defenders behind him. He will set. Mason Lloyd from the back row. And the attack is into the net. That gives the Tornadoes an 8-4 lead. Coach John says to give me a timeout. So it's Tornadoes with the Rams, 8-4. You're watching Appalachian Athletic Conference men's volleyball in the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Kingsport. It's Tornadoes over the Rams, 8-4. Gary Justice, Gary Strauss, Southeast Sports Network. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us on a Thursday evening. Quarterfinal action of the Appalachian Athletic Conference men's volleyball tournament. Williams from the left side. Way off of Williams' hands and be a point to the Rams, 8-5. Williams Bailey, nice diving attempt. Tried the chicken wing, unable to pop the volleyball up though. Soames will serve. Nice rotation here offensively for the Rams with Soames in the back row. Double block. Soames will set. Mutter will set. Kyle from the right side. That'll be off of Foreman's hands. Ball finds the hardwood. Back-to-back points for the Rams, 8-6. Again with Soames in the back row. That gives you Kyle, gives you Riley, gives you Williams on the front row to hit. Lloyd, Mutter, and Soames in the back row for the Rams. The push. Riley blocked to the net, scramble drill. Blake from the left side, blocked to the net. Nice job by Kyle. That's 3 straight for the Rams. It's 8-7.
Seems like the timeout might have worked.
Yeah, you always look like a genius when it happens as a coach. When you respond with 3 straight to pull within 1. Soames serve off the tape, scramble, free ball coming. Kyle will find Soames. He's going to set. He's going to go to Williams on the left side. The attack is long. Makes it 9-7. Holman will return. Foster will check out. Soames up to 41 assists. 17 for Foster, 14 for Holman. Both these ball clubs, the offense runs so much smoother when that setter gets his hands on it on the second ball over. Kyle over to Soames. Kyle with the attack, finds the left corner, makes it 9-8. Petrizak doing a nice job, having a nice evening. 8th kill, 15th point. Check out 14 points for the senior. Foreman, attack, ball finds a hardwood. Tornadoes back on top, 10-8. Nice job by the Tornadoes to be patient offensively and let Foreman get back to that left side. He was scrambling from the defensive side on the right side of the floor, get back to the left. Good job. And then Blake with a physical serve to the back row. Folks, he's only a freshman as well. This league is full of talent. Tornadoes lead this on 11-8. Trying to extend this one to a 5th set. Lloyd unable to control it, makes it 12-8.
Great job serving.
With power. You don't see too many people with a power serve, especially a freshman having a power serve. That time, the serve, tried the power serve once again, but it's into the net. Makes it 12-9. Both these ball clubs are playing for the season. Ball off the tape. Ball finds the hardwood. Back-to-back points for the Rams. Makes it 12-10. I love the celebration there by the Rams. Forming a little tunnel. Kobe Mutter through the tongue. Foreman, the tip, Mutter, Soames, Kyle with the tip. Ball's off the antenna. Who's going to be awarded the point? It'll be a point to the Rams. Makes it 12-11. Mutter now will serve once again. Ball into the net, makes it 13-11. Given watching Colby as far as that right shoulder. That's one he tried to extend to get the pancake. Grimacing every time he swings for the volleyball. Juan will serve up and it's over Mutter, Soames, Kyle from the right side. Off of Tornado players out of bounds. Give Kyle another kill. Makes it 13-12. Give him 16 points, 9 kills. Pulls his team within one at 13-12. Ball is wide, makes it 14-12. Both teams struggled with the service errors tonight. 14 for the Rams, 11 for the Tornadoes. It's 3 points. Sophomore will serve up and over. Mutter will find Soames. Williams of Andrea. Andrea is asking if he was a back row attacker. And he talked to the up official and gave him a thumbs up, makes it 14-13. Mason Lloyd, the sophomore, will serve. Bluefield's up to 128 attack attempts tonight. And that's their 15th service error. Makes it 15-13 Tornadoes here in set 4. Williams Bailey, the freshman from Barbados, will serve. Net action, let's see the call. It's going to be a net violation called on Benedict Soames, point to Talladega. (16-13). The down official did a nice job of checking with Benedict, or telling Benedict Soames it was his chest on the when he jumped up, shaking his head yes. Yeah, I thought the officiating crew's done a good job today. 16-13. Power serve, back line, makes it 17-13. The hardest thing to do in the sport of volleyball. And Williams Bailey with the power serve with a little drop action at the end to get the point. This ball club's up by 4. Mutter, Kyle. Blake's unable to control. Makes it 17-14. Cesar Batunga will check back in. Tell him about 3. Andre will the bump. Foster with the set. Foreman with the kill. The attack, I should say. Williams on the right side. Ball finds the hardwood, makes it 17-15. The Rams starting to stack some points on top of each other. Williams has had a nice night for the freshman. He's in double figures with points. He has 12. Elijah Foster, the setter, showing he has an offensive game as well with the dunk. Give the Tornadoes an 18-15 lead. Andrea Tongonzo will serve. Williams serve, blocked the net. Kyle, back row attack. Blake, the Bluefield thought it was a 4-hit violation, thought it was off the tape. Riley with a tip, free ball, Williams, joust action. Ball off our Tornadoes player out of bounds, makes it 18-16. That's an interesting volley by the two teams. Bluefield thought it was a 4-hit violation because the ball is off the tape. Talladega actually stopped playing ever so slightly. Ball was rattling around, people on the floor. In the end, though, Bluefield gets a point, 18-16. Benedict Soames, he's in the service area, 45 assists on the night. Foster with a set. Alexander with a kill attempt. Williams blocked at the net. Blocked once again. The ball will cross the net, though. Give the Rams another point, makes it 18-17. Alexander Zopik, nice job trying to block the volleyball. Yeah, Coach Spurgeon says, give me a timeout. Tornadoes leading the Rams 18-17. You're watching college volleyball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. Looking live inside the Tribe Athletic Complex. Gary Justice, Gabriel Straw, Southeast Sports Network, Appalachian Athletic Conference, men's volleyball action, quarterfinal action. Appreciate you guys spending your Thursday evening with us. 18-17, Tornadoes over the Rams. Coach Spurgeon wanted a timeout. Let's see what type of adjustments are made. Benedict Soames will be in the service area. The sophomore's been active tonight. Find Foster. Williams with the set. Kyle from the right side. Foreman, Foster. Blake, the attack's off the antenna. Will be a point to Bluefield. We're tied at 18. The set was just a tad too wide, caused the attack to go off the antenna. That's out of bounds. Soames serves up and over. Foreman from the back row. That attack is wide as well, makes it 19-18. Nice job of Williams-Bailey. Talladega gets his hands on it. However, the attack was wide. Back-to-back hitting errors. Give the Rams a lead, 19-18. Foster, Foreman, blocked at the net. Falls to the hardwood, though. We're tied at 19. Holman will check back in. Foster will check out. Serves up and over. Soames, Williams from the right side. Nice job by the Tornadoes to get their hands on it. The attack is long. Rams lead this one 20-19. You get into this section of the match. Minimize errors. Capitalize on opportunities. The freshman from Los Angeles. The serve is long. Tied at 20. Service error number 17. Charge to the Rams. Blake serves up and over Mutter to Soames. Williams attack error will give the Tornadoes a 21-20 lead. This is what's at stake. If the Rams take set 4, they win the match. Tornadoes win set 4. We go to a 5th set. We'll play to 15. Soames, Kyle from the right side. The attack is wide. No, we're going to say a net violation called on Talladega. Point to Bluefield. And I'll allow Kobe Mutter to be in the service area for the Rams. Alexander Zobik be credited with the kill. Give the Tornadoes a 22-21 lead. Wannabe in the service area for Tornadoes. Serve will be up and it's over. Lloyd Soames. The attack is wide. Tornadoes leading this one 23-21. Coach John says, give me a timeout. Tornadoes over Rams 23-21. Watching men's college volleyball. Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, 23-21, Tornadoes over Rams. Lloyd from the left side, the attack. Net violation called on Mason Lloyd, gives the Tornadoes a 24-21 lead. Watch that stake again, Tornadoes win this one. We go to play a fifth set to 15. The Rams win this one, they win the match. Tornadoes 1 point away from forcing a fifth and final set. Juan serves up and it's over. Mutter over to Soames. Lloyd from the left side. Holman, free ball to Bluefield. Kyle from the right side, unable to do anything with the volleyball, and that will make it 25-21. So what will happen now, the teams will return to the benches. The captains will do a coin flip, and we'll come back and we'll play a fifth set to 15. You're watching college volleyball in the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
Welcome back to King Sports. So Gary Justice, Gabriel Schra, Southeast Sports Network. Fifth and final set. Play this one to 15. Two quality teams, Bluefield Rams, the Talladega Tornadoes. They have battled and battled. And with fifth and final set, somebody's season will be done and somebody will advance to the semifinals of the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament tomorrow.
What a treat. A fifth set in our final game of the quarterfinals. Can't imagine a better outcome than this on day one.
Both teams been playing extremely hard. Both teams having some runs. Blake leading the way with 14 points for the Tornadoes. 18 assists for Foster, 16 for Holman. Mason Lloyd leading the way with 18 points. 47 assists for Benedict Soames. Blake will lead things off. The freshman from Jamaica will be the first service. Buckle up here, Gabe. This is fast-paced volleyball, only playing the 15. Soames, Lloyd, off the defender's hands. Ball finds a Hardwood inbounds anyway. Gives the Rams an early 1-0 lead. Very quick paced, only playing a 15. Soames serves up and it's over. Holman, the attack from Alexander will find the inline. We're tied at 1. Deshaun Wallace will return. Juan would check in. Alexander would check out. And the freshman from Columbia will be in the service area. He usually attacks that back right corner if he can. Lloyd over to Soames. Back to Lloyd. The ball finds a Hardwood sophomore to sophomore on this right side. Gives the Rams a 2-1 lead. I'll make a prediction. You're going to be seeing 3 go to 13 as much as possible. Now with this rotation, 3 will go to 15 as much as he can. Serves up and over. Holman. He and Wallace not on the same page. The setting error will give the Rams a 3-1 lead. Playing to 15. Service error charge to the Bluefield Rams. Number 17 on the night. And it makes it a 3-2 advantage for the Rams here in set 5 as Foster will check in, Holman will check out. Malik Foreman will serve. Mutter, Soames. Back-to-back errors for the Rams. We're tied at 3. Kyle over to Soames. We'll go to Kyle on the right side. The attack error. 3 consecutive errors charged the Rams. Makes it a 4-3 lead for Talladega. Fifth set, got to start worrying about fatigue. Williams from the left side. Kyle from the right side. Free ball coming. Mutter will push it back to the corner. Gutsy play from the graduate student. Free ball to the Rams once again. Kyle from the right side, tip, blocked, out of bounds, off the antenna. Point goes over to Bluefield. Give them a 5-4 lead. Colby Mutter with a gutsy play with a two-handed push in that back corner. He'll be in the service area once again. Blake over to Foster. Foreman from the back row. Lloyd, Soames, back to Kyle on the right side. Ball finds the hardwood to give them 5-4 lead. And Mutter serve once again, playing with an injured shoulder. Unable to control it. Again, a husband-wife situation when you have two defenders looking at it and the ball finds the hardwood. Coach Spurgeon says, give me a timeout. Rams over the Tornadoes 6-4. You're watching college volleyball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport. Kobe Mutter will continue to serve for the Rams. Leading this one 6-4 in the fifth set, and the serve is long. Service error number 18 charged to the Rams tonight. That makes it a 6-5 lead, and I'll allow Williams-Bailey to serve. Rams hitting at a 175 clip tonight. Tornadoes to 161. Soames. Kyle from the right side, the block. Nice job of Foreman to stand in there. Williams, the attack is long. Makes it 7-5. Williams-Bailey and a back row attack, a tad long, gives the Rams a 2-point lead here in the fifth set. Kyle serves up and it's over. Foreman with a bump, and it's long and makes it 8-5. And this was something in volleyball. After the 8th point, they will switch sides. Not a timeout. They will immediately play. This is ensured no one has an advantage during the fifth set. So everybody will bring their belongings to the other side of the floor. Defense is already set. And the Rams, with Kyle still being in the service area, and the Rams are leading this one 8-5. Elijah Foster with a two-handed dumper. Saw the defenders. Both of them was going after the hitter. Had an open spot. Was able to score. Makes it 8-6. Foster, the sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida. Andrea, the sophomore from the Cayman Islands. Beautiful area in the service area. Williams from the left side off a blocker. Soames will regather. Lloyd from the right side. Foster will set. Blake will attack. Those will be outside the antenna. Be a point over to Bluefield. Makes it 9-6. The setter-hitter connection for the Talladega Tornadoes. That connection has went away. Struggle to find that connection once again. The sets have been long. The sets have been wide. Kari Williams, a freshman from Los Angeles, will serve. Andrea. Foster, Blake will serve. That's going to be a net violation caught on Talladega. Another point will be awarded to Bluefield. Makes it 10-6. Foster didn't feel that he was going to be in violation. Coach Spurgeon says, give me a timeout.
Really good one.
It is a really good one. And it's a fast-paced volleyball match as far as in the fifth set. Here in the fifth set so far, Bluefield hitting at a 167 clip. Talladega at a negative 125, meaning they have more errors than they do attacks. And really this last few points, Talladega has made more errors versus Bluefield having to score the points.
4 points separate us in this fifth set.
You got to wonder, too, when you start seeing a team who's been playing so well like Talladega has all evening, and they're starting to make kind of uncharacteristic errors. I think it's fatigue comes into play. Maybe you're not jumping as high. Maybe you don't have that connection with your setter.
I agree. It's a long day. Lots of travel for these programs.
Well, then also, this match is over 2 hours long, too. So you start thinking a lot of these players have played a long time here tonight. Not too many of these guys have got an opportunity to take a break. However, Bluefield has an opportunity with a 4-point lead, 5 points away from advancing.
The semifinal awaits the winner of this fifth set.
Williams with a couple of dribbles. Foster will set. Blake will tip. Ball will find the hardwood. Now see if the Tornadoes can get a little bit of rhythm. Makes it 10-7. Nice job by Williams Bailey to be active for the Tornadoes. Holman will check in. Foster will check out. Holman will be in the service area. So you have Foreman, Blake, and also Alexander on that front line for the Tornadoes. Lloyd from the left side. Williams will bump. Blake will attack. Off with Lloyd's hands. Mutter would chase it down. Unable to corral the volleyball, and back-to-back points for the Tornadoes makes it 10-8.
This one remains razor-thin margin right down to the wire. This is incredible. They're going to take another timeout. We'll keep it here, Gary. Just 2 points separating these two in our fifth set.
You know, Bluefield had control of this fifth set at 10-6, and Talladega continues the battle to close it 10-8. We talked about fatigue, playing on the floor for a long time, Gabe, but also you got to start thinking about you have a situation where now you start to get a little bit of nerves, adrenaline. You're like, oh my goodness, you know, some of these seniors will be playing their last collegiate volleyball game. You don't want their seasons to end. A lot of pressure for both ball clubs. Coach John encouraging his ball club for the Bluefield Rams, and Coach Spurgeon's already given her words of advice. Coach Spurgeon, second season with Talladega, already over 100 career wins as a head coach as well. Great talent. She knows how to get the best out of her ball club. The final encouraging words for the Tornadoes. Holloman will be in the service area once again. Lloyd from the left side is tipped. Back to Foreman. Went to the General Smith. Blake, the attack. Kyle. And potentially be a ball handle violation, be out of bounds. Point to Talladega. That's 3 straight points for the Tornadoes. Makes it 10-9.
What a run for Talladega. Threatening to come from behind and steal this away from a higher seed. It would be our first upset of the tournament.
Mutter, Soames, Lloyd from the left side. The attack is long. 4 straight. Don't look down, folks. We're tied at 10. So now it becomes a race to 5, basically. The sophomore from Spanish Fork serves it over Soames. Kyle from the back row, and that attack is long. 5 straight for the Tornadoes, makes it 11-10. And it's truly been a lot of errors from the Bluefield Rams to spark this run for the Tornadoes. Lloyd from the left side, a little bit more controlled this time. The ball finds a hardwood, and we're tied at 11.
Oh, goodness, Gary.
Nice job by the sophomore from Las Vegas. Really fought through some fundamentals there on this left side, through some fatigue. Mason Lloyd was able to get a good swing on the volleyball, score a point. Caesar will serve. Foreman, the attack is wide. And now the attack arrow comes from the Tornadoes, give the Rams a 12-11 lead. Back and forth volleyball action. Still got to win by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. The attack from the middle. Caesar over to Soames. Williams from the right side off a Tornado player. A nice ball pursued. Makes it a 13-11 lead for the Rams. I love the effort from the Tornadoes here in the 5th set. Over 2 hours long, people still hustling. McKinley McDonald will check in. Williams Bailey will check out. 13-11. Caesar will serve once again. It's the 19th service error charge to the Rams tonight. It makes it 13-12. General Smith will check in. Caesar will check out. Then Kobe Mutter will check in with General Smith. Williams Bailey will return as McDonald will check out. Blake will be in the service area, trailing by 1. Kyle over to Soames. Lloyd from the left side. They'll find Holman. Williams Bailey. Soames. Williams from the right side. And we're tied at 13.
Unreal.
This is an amazing match.
Barn burner in Kingsport.
Amazing. Both teams want to win. Nobody wants to lose. Kyle over to Soames. Lloyd with a tip. Off of Williams Bailey's hands, out of bounds. 14-13. Match point for Bluefield. Benedict Soames will be in the service area. That man's got 54 assists tonight. Foreman, attack. Joust action, ball falls on the hardwood, and we're tied at 14. So, folks, that means we'll play to 16. Juan will check in. Alexander will check out. And Juan will serve. 5th set, we're going to go to extra time. Juan serves up, and it's over. Lloyd Soames. Lloyd from the right side. The attack is wide. Talladega takes a 15-14 lead. And Coach John says, give me a timeout. So here, Gabe, you guys talk about strategy. Talladega will have the serve. You got to start thinking about who do you want to take the potential the last swing of your season.
That's a tough question to ask.
Now, I'm sure Coach Spurgeon's got an idea. Coach John's got an idea as well. Several options for both ball clubs. So the front row for Talladega is going to be Foreman, Wallace, and Williams Bailey. So it has to be one of those three because Blake's back row could go to a back row attack. I wouldn't think so. Bluefield's got to play a little defense first. They got to receive and then run their offense. See if they can get in the hands of Benedict Soames. Juan will serve. Mutter, Soames, Lloyd from the right side, the attack. A net violation called on Talladega, and we're tied at 15. Alexander will check back in. Juan will check out. Mason Lloyd be in the service area. He's got 22 points on the night thanks to 20 kills. Foreman, attack. Lloyd with a bump. Joust action. It's a net violation. It's going to be called on Bluefield. Point goes over to Talladega, and Colby Mutter's on the floor. That young man, the graduate student, has played his heart out. Now Talladega has a match point. Malik Foreman, the sophomore from West Point, Utah, will be served. Mutter, Soames. Kyle from the right side. Ball finds the hardwood. We're tied at 16. General Smith would check in. Riley would check out. Look for 12 and white to be active on this front row for as far as blocks. So you have Smith, Williams, and Kyle in the front row for the Bluefield Rams. Serves up and over. Foster, Foreman back row attack. Ball finds the hardwood. Benedict Soames trying to slide in and get the pancake, unable to do so. Give Talladega a 17-16 ball game. Gabe, back and forth action.
It just seems like there's no end, and the action continues to grow and build.
Williams Bailey being in the service area from Bridgetown, Barbados. Williams, Soames, back to Williams, the tip, blocked at the net. Soames will go to Kyle on the right side, the attack. Ball finds the hardwood. We're tied at 17.
The tension continues to build. There is no end to this action.
I'm looking at players on the floor. You got some tired guys right now. If they're playing their hearts out. And 8 for Bluefield, Colby Mutter is giving everything he's got. Joust action at the net. Williams from the left side to attack. I'll be off Elijah Foster's hands, out of bounds. Give Bluefield the lead 18-17. Elijah Foster upset at himself. He's unable to keep that tip in bounds. Now match point for Bluefield. The senior, Kyle, will be in the service area. His serve is wide. Service error number 19 on the night. Check at service error number 20 on the night, charge of Bluefield. 18-18. Gray will be in the service area for the Tornadoes. Kyle over to Soames. Williams from the left side. Blocked at the net. Smith. Andrea back over to Foster. He'll set. Williams Bailey. He's blocked the net. Ball travels around. Free ball to the Rams. Lloyd over to Soames. He's going to set Williams on the left side to tip. Pancake. Free ball. Nice job. Scramble drill both ways. General Smith. Ball finds the hardwood and give the Rams a 19-18 lead. As General Smith, the graduate student from Richmond, Virginia, Clover Hill High School product, screams out in excitement, said, let's win this. (19-18). Dakari Williams, the freshman from Los Angeles, tosses the volleyball. Service error number 21, charge to the Rams. Holloman would check back in. Foster would check out. Holloman's had a nice night. Sophomore from Spanish Fork, Utah. And he'll be in the service area for the Tornadoes. Got to win by 2. Mutter. Soames. Lloyd from the left side. Ball finds the hardwood. The sophomore from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. 22nd kill, his 24th point. Gives his team a 1-point lead. Caesar will be in the service area for the team from Bluefield, Virginia. Looking to close this one out. Williams Bailey over to Holloman, Foreman. Battle around Lloyd from the left side. Back-to-back kills from Mason. Lloyd closes this one out for the Bluefield Rams. And they will advance to the AAC semifinals tomorrow afternoon as they win this one in a thriller, 21-19 in set number 5. Gabe, an exciting volleyball match, part of the AAC quarterfinals.
The match of the day, incredible, nearly an upset by Talladega, but they can't hang on. Bluefield is able to push through and prove that they were seated properly, just barely hanging onto the edge of their chair and their seat to make their way into the semifinal. Congratulations to the Rams on advancing to tomorrow, and the Tornadoes on an excellent season, a really incredible showing. Gary, any quick thoughts before we wrap?
A match nobody wanted to lose. It was 2 talented teams. Looking forward to watching Bluefield play once again tomorrow.
An impressive win in 5 sets for the Tornadoes, for the Rams. Everybody here, my partner Gary Justice. I'm Gabriel Schry saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee in day 1. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. start. Look forward to you joining us, tuning in for the semifinal matches. We'll see who will advance to the Saturday championship. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and available for replay. This has been a presentation of Schry Media and the Southeast Sports Network.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Schry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Schry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.